Welcome into the brand new Honda Civic. We only have this car for maybe 2 hours or thereabouts, and in that time we have to shoot it, we have to test it, drive it and all the rest. So these are not completely formed opinions. The old Honda Civic, first generation, looked great. It still looks great now. The new grille looks amazing. The entire bonnet, the way it's sculpted downwards, it makes it look very American. And as far as I'm aware, that was actually the goal behind the design of this car, you know, to make it look more American. The rear, yeah, I like the rear, it's actually quite nice. I suppose it's a throwback to that first generation in my opinion. I'm gonna ask Tim to get a nice rear shot and hopefully you'll understand what I mean if you have a look at pictures of the old one. Any issues they may have had with steering in the past, they've completely fixed it. Like, I mean, this is so precise, it's very direct, and again, it's kind of adaptive to the road ahead of you. This car is full of ADS safety equipment. It's got so much around it. At the moment, I've got adaptive cruise control on here, which is really good. If you have the CVT transmission version, we're going to talk about that in a second. We're currently in the manual, 6-speed, in a 1-litre 3-cylinder engine offering 127 brake horsepower. Anyhow, all those figures aside, the safety equipment in here from standard, from bottom spec up, is absolutely brilliant. Like, this adaptive cruise control comes from bottom spec up, and they've got all these other things as well, like, I mean, lane correction and everything else like that, traffic sign recognition. They really didn't shortchange anyone on this. In terms of interior space, there's more shoulder room, more headroom, certainly here to the front, good space for my legs, and I'm a big guy. Back space is good as well, excellent legroom, really good legroom. Good boot, 478 or 487 litres. Remember, I'm at the Irish lawn, so I've literally just read that off the page. I wasn't out with a measuring tape or even filling it full of water to find out how many litres it take. Oh, that's such a bad joke, sorry about that. Head height, not so good, because as you put your head back, you hit kind of the bar where the roof begins to slope down. But like, I suppose if you're sitting up straight, it's really not that much of a problem, but my head was touching the roof, and that'd be a slight issue that I'd have with it. Back to the exterior, another issue that I have with it is the fake air inlets or outlets to the back of the car itself. It looks good, it really does look good, but they're fake, and like, you can tell straight away that they're plastic. Now, fair enough, they've utilised it, they've stuck a parking sensor into the back of it, so it's got some purpose to it, but yeah, it looks a bit fake. The other thing as well is they've actually hidden the exhaust to the back as well, which is a nice touch, so you don't have any interference in terms of design or anything like that. I'm a big fan of Honda's infotainment systems, and the one that they have in here, once again, it's wonderfully intuitive and things like that. You get to connect with your Wi-Fi, go on the internet, there's plenty of apps that you can hook up with it, and they've actually made the design of it a lot better than before. €23,750 for the Smart. There's also a Smart Plus, which is what we're driving today. There's a Premium and there's a Premium Plus, and that's all with the 1-litre engine. As I said, from entry, from that 23,750, it's actually really well spec'd in terms of safety and everything else like that. Okay, so you are watching the Car Buyer's Guide YouTube channel. Now, if you haven't subscribed already, there's a button over there. Please press it. We have loads of news and reviews coming. In fact, we have an Audi A5, an Audi Q5, and a few other videos too. We've thrown links in various places throughout this. They haven't been made yet, so they're on their way. And folks, we'll see you again very soon.